The terrorists targeting me right now are planning to send someone or a fake account or whatever to come and watch my videos, and they want to like send something. They want to do something when so if someone comes to watch my video on the live, it's dumb. Right now, they were just saying it as I was speaking that they want to send someone while I'm making this live video to try like do something, whatever. It's not gonna work anyways. I deleted the whole thing through. So I'm being targeted. I'm gonna start from the top. My name is Julio Romano. I'm a truth speaker. I speak the truth publicly. Right there, they just did energy like stoppage. Like they try to like you see put the brakes, they pump the brakes right there. You see that? So they put like some kind of like stoppage when I was speaking right now, just now. So I'm being targeted right now live, and I'm gonna show you visually with illusions and such. You see right now, you see they're using like tricks. So these Mexicans nearby is some of the Mexicans that live nearby doing this too. Let me see, this house is coming from one of the houses back here. That house over there? No. Well, anyways, the house over here is one of the houses back here that's doing it. You can feel the energy coming from over there. You see Fernando and shit. You see? So the Mexicans nearby are working with the feds and Freemasons. You see, like that little energy weakness that I felt right now, you felt it too when I felt the energy. So when I took a step, there's energy associated to it. And they like to make believe like if they could do stuff energy related because I've said stuff, and witchcraft relies a lot on what the individual is saying and was there for them to try to get in and gain access and liberties to their lives. You see what I mean? So since I exposed them, my plan was to help them target me so that they could come out, target me in real time, like right now, so that I could expose it to you. So it's not like physical, but it's something that you could feel. In this video, live video, you could feel the energies. You see right there, nervousness. You see? They're sending nervous energies at me right now. They've gathered a lot of tricks from watching me, spying on me nearby. It ain't just dumb who do that to me. My next door neighbor, Mexican too, they be doing that to me too. You see how I'm sounding right now? That little resistance, because they're trying to like. It's like when someone's speaking and you try to like do stuff to mess them up and shit like that. That's what they're doing right now, and they're playing like illusion games and shit like that, based with their like through the tricks that they gathered from targeting me this long. Ever since I moved to this neighborhood 2 years ago now, in like a month, 2 years and a month now. They've been doing this to me. You see that little off tone sensation that I'm getting right here? That gas right there? They want to make believe that if I burp, like if they're extracting a burp out of me, and that's become and that right there, that little minor hiccup, that's them doing it. That's so, you see, burp. He's saying that now I could do everything. And you see, they're delusional. They make believe like if they could do everything. He's making believe like if he, because I burp. So they go and, like try to like, they play with farts and burps and shit like that. Right now, he's thinking that he could do everything. Yeah, I could do everything. So they're delusional. So they're at home right now targeting me. It's just like when you're at home and you're paying attention to someone, that's somewhat what it's like. I know what witchcraft is all about. I'm a truther. That's what I specialize in, knowing the truth. You see what I mean? Real truth. The truth is God. They're liars and deceivers. Lies, in order for lies to have any effect, any real success, you gotta hide the intentions of it. You see what I mean? Because you can't just tell someone the truth about your lies, because then you'll be exposed. You see what I mean? You see how I sound right now? A little bit off tone, off tone. They're playing with energies, like with spirituality and imagination and stuff like that. They do a combination of it, and because they're targeting me, and I've been weak recovering from a lower back injury over in Iraq when I went to war, when I was in the military and stuff like that. I'm a veteran, war veteran. I hurt my back, and when I came back, I wanted to know why I was in war, why the war happened, because I knew the war was fake, and I knew that I was fighting for lives and stuff. I just wanted to know the whole thing, and I started, like, learning, looking for facts, evidence, so that when I spoke, I could tell you the truth and support it with evidence, proof, facts. You see what I mean? Because the truth is about evidence, proof, facts. It has solidarity, fullness to it. You see what I mean? Lies don't have anything supporting it other than someone just saying it. You see what I mean? You heard him, right? You say it, and they were just trying to make something of it right now because I told you that they're watching me, they're spying on me. They work with the feds and Freemasons too, so sometimes the feds be helping them to target me and stuff like that. Freemasons be using the feds inadvertently to target me because the feds have like technology and stuff like that. Or if not, they go and put a phone there, and then they start like saying, see how I sounded right there? They're doing that right there in the mental sleep or mind sleep. You see? You see how it is? You get what I'm you get the drift now. You get what I'm saying to you now. You see, they haven't sent the fake viewer over here to do what they wanted to do because I deleted it from the start. I allowed this happening right now, what they're doing right now, what you're feeling, me going through right now, the energies that they're sending, nervousness, the weakness when I took a step, all of that stuff, because I wanted to expose it. Now I could do it with illusions too. Check this out. I'm gonna expose them to you right now. So now you know exactly who they are and what they've done to me all at once, all up to this point with all the relevant information. I'm gonna say it to my side too. Everyone on my side that ain't like them. So I'm not just telling you guys watching this video if you're watching or not. I'm telling my whole side right now because I know how to use the truth. They're about lies and deception, so they gotta go into a fantasy and delusions, schizophrenia and stuff like that, and make believe like if they're doing things and put like fake validity and belief. Because lies don't have anything, so they gotta put fake belief, like if fake confidence, like yes, it's working, yes, and shit like that. Putting energy that's fake. You know what I'm saying? Right now they're doing that inverted. They're putting a butt in there right now. Anyways, so since lies are empty, they gotta fill it up with fake confidence. Cause I'm destroying them right now by telling you the truth about their lies and their fantasies. So they don't want to hear it. They go into an ignorant. So they go and do other stuff while I'm telling you stuff that may hurt their fantasies and delusions. You see what I mean? So since they don't want their delusions to be destroyed and stuff like that, I'm over here telling you the truth directly about what they do and stuff like that, right? The lies, how they use lies, and I use the truth, and I just told my side the truth, and they target me with lies because I'm telling the truth about them, and because they don't want to be exposed because they want to remain hidden amongst us society. Not only them, there's a lot of them out there too who are part of that stuff, gangsters and non-gangsters, civilians and non-civilians. And they're working together, living amongst us in society, and I expose them, and they don't want to get caught, exposed, and dealt with, because the moment people know everything that they've done, they did 9/11 together, and they tried to cover it up, even though people know it was an inside job. Most people know that it was an inside job. The government is corrupt. They didn't know how. I'm exposing it now. You see, I expose it all. The government is corrupt. The government is corrupt because there's occultic societies within it. You see, they're giving me like conflicts right there, mental conflicts. You see what I mean? Mental conflicts is one of the things that they just said. Like mental slips, conflicts. They want to tag me with something. And if I don't say something back, they want to play that game that if I don't say something back, that it stays. All I gotta do is know that it ain't there. You see what I mean? The truth. They want their energies to link up with me and to stay with me. Some people go a long time with energies that the enemies like them has tagged them with. and they've managed to alter certain people in society by saying, a lot of people has done that. Like you probably shaped your kids by saying things to them. You see what I'm saying? So things that you say sometimes carry energies that could affect whoever you speak it to. So if you speak positivity to a person, you know what I'm saying? It may affect them positively, depending if they do negative stuff after that and they forget and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of variations of what I'm telling you. So it's not just what I'm telling you. There's a lot of variations to what I'm saying. If you speak negativity into a person's life without them knowing, that negativity sometimes, depending if they're good and they're good outweighs the negativity and stuff like that. You see what I mean? May affect them negatively. They're doing it again right there. Occultic. Occultic sensation to mask their targeting. You see, right? So right there, what I was saying, they use an occultic sensation, and they wanted to like put energies there. So when that's when I said occultically, and you see right there too, because they want to make me weak, mental weak. What else? Confusion. They like using confusion a lot. So there's been times when I've sounded off tone because I've just be here minding my business, recovering. I got surgery last year, September 11th. Is now like February, something, the beginning of February around there. And so 4 months ago now, I've had a surgery September 11th last year, 2024. Now it's 2025 February, something. Let me see. 3rd, February 3rd, 10:02 p.m. at night. So they don't want to get caught. They don't want to be exposed because after people know what they've done, all the horrible shit they've done with their hating, speaking hating to people's lives and stuff like that, people have to go and get rid of them. They have to be gotten rid of because they can't be allowed to be amongst us. You see, now they're doing things inadvertently right now. Like if they're agreeing with me inadvertently and it's like they do a lot of crazy shit. Like they do a lot of crazy shit and a lot of shit that's fully disrespectful. Not all of them are on the same level, so they don't all do the same things. You see what I mean? Some are disrespectful all the way to the core. You know what I'm saying? To the most that they could do, but they do it from behind closed doors, from their homes and stuff like that. They're minding me right now, minding what I'm saying and trying to do like one of those things like if they like because I said like twice, so they trying to like incorporate that like inadvertently some way somehow. You see what I mean? Anyways, so since they do what they do from behind closed doors, and once people find out what they've done, they gotta go get them. You see what I mean? So like I told you before, liars, they gotta hide the intentions of their lies. You see how I sounded inconsistent right there when I went like this? Because they go and act like if they're playing with my nerves and shit like that. Like if they're giving me like nerve issues and stuff like that. Because I'm recovering and I'm feeling better, and they can only do what they do while I'm weak, and I'm over here not defending myself. And since I'm by myself over here, they've been able to do some stuff to me that if you went through it, a lot of people would go pick up a gun and kill for. That type of shit, like playing with dead relatives, sending dead relatives over here, enemies from my past that just hated me because I'm good, and they were liars on their side and stuff. You see what I mean? That type of stuff. Because Freemasons went and united my enemies against me. They went and started like saying things to them, or whenever one of my enemies would come over here, like through the imagination and spiritualities, through spiritual astral projection form and stuff like that, and they would try to like mess with me, and I become aware of it, and I destroy them because I know how to defend myself very well, perfectly actually. I'm the best at this. So they would come and get destroyed, and then Freemasons would go, hey, come here, you're doing it wrong. And they'll fill them up with information about me and share information of the level of targeting that they've had so far with me. See what I mean? Like the level of targeting that they've managed to gather with me, like, this, that, and try like get them to join them and stuff like that if they're not already down with it, or lie to them into joining and stuff like that. Look, we have this, and they show them like a fantasy, like yeah, they try to like sway them, if not just join, because they're my enemies already. You see what I mean? So you might as well join someone who hates me and stuff like that. Sometimes, most of them, if not all of them, joined. So they're down with them, whether it's directly or indirectly. You see what I mean? So they would go and pull them to the side, or one of the Mexicans from around here, like, yeah, you're not doing it right, or they'll just present themselves like, yeah, yeah, you need a lot of people to come against him, because against me, because he's too powerful. So they gotta come like literally by the thousands, hundreds, thousands, millions. They literally gotta come at me with hundreds, thousands, millions. Sometimes they put like the whole entire society of people that know but never use like the inner selves, estrogen. Like they do stuff like that to come against me. It don't work against me, because I know how to defend myself. I usually just break it apart and stuff like that, delete the whole fucking thing, the energy from the swords and stuff like that. Like I know how to play their game, but for the positive side. You see what I mean? It's not their game. They're playing a different game than mine, because they're negative, negative. They're bad, bad. You see what I mean? Not all of them are bad, bad on the same level, but they're on the bad, bad side. Some of them are bad, good, which are they live their lives. They don't really mess with people too much. Sometimes they may not, whatever. There are others who are bad, bad, and they only do bad. They only want to mess with people, fuck with people. A lot of them look innocent. These neighbors that I got nearby, it's not just one or two. It's a whole, like, it's a lot of them. You see, in this town, it's a lot of them. You'd be surprised how many of them are out here in this town where I live. You see what I mean? So a lot of them, yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I didn't say Arizona and stuff like that. Anyways, so like a lot of them, they're on different levels. You see what I mean? Like there's a lot of them who look innocent. Like my neighbors around me, they look like family people. You see what I mean? You look like they look like the type that you would go up to, make friends with. Hey, hi neighbor, this and that. If anything, if you need anything, I'm here, whatever. Like they the type that to smile in your face, yeah, and become friends with you and try to destroy you if you're not like them. So they'll try to like drop clues and hints in there that they're satanic and cryptic and stuff like that, all complicated and shit. And if you're not like them, right away they'll try to come up with a strategy or try to like destroy you. They don't always do it. Like I said, there's levels to this. You see what I mean? It depends if they really want to do it to you or not. It depends, especially if you speak the truth or you're really good and they try to destroy you. Malice. Someone with malicious intentions just came in here. The viewer that I told you about that they wanted to send from the beginning. So someone with malicious intentions, the viewer here, just came in and brought that. You see that energy of malice, what it was, hate, malice, silver, steel, resonance, platinum. Those are the energies associated with what I'm feeling right now from wherever that is that just came in. If you're not, then I'm gonna delete that energy now, delete it. If it stays, then it means, okay, you see, and they left. Right away. You see what I mean? So the moment they came in, they brought that energy. It's just like when you walk into a room and you bring your energy with you. Where are you going? You see what I mean? You walk into a room, and this, you saw the mental projection of what was there, right? That you could walk into a room and not project your energy. These liars and deceivers don't like to project their energies. You see what I mean? That was a mental project. That was a trick that they were using on me. You see what I mean? Mental projection. They want to know what I'm about to say before, or some of the things that are there that I don't go into. I just went into it, so I just fucked it up for whoever did that to me, because they never thought I would go there. See what I mean? It's just like when they play a trick of something that they never think that you would do, and you do it, and it fucks it up for them. You see what I mean? So I know how to do this to perfection. Right now, I'm just recovering. I'm in a human body. I'm here. I'm having a human experience. They're projecting still, so I gotta get ahead of myself. I'm gonna delete that stuff right now. Delete it. I was about to tell you how I'm God, and that's why I'm the best at this and stuff like that. Because I set life up to be the way it is now. I'm not lying to you. I'm not wearing this real truth hat for no reason. I know the truth. The truth is God, and I know the truth. I'm with the truth. I represent the truth here in a human body, not Jesus. Jesus is the lie that Freemasons created to fool people, real people. Jesus does represent positivity and stuff like that, but it's created by occultic societies, and I could explain it to you. Whoever doesn't want to believe it, there's people that's too into religion. They're ignorant. They just don't know the truth. And there's people that push religion because they want people to stay in it. That's all they know. Jesus, and the sensation of Jesus there. Hold up, burp. It's not gonna be what you want. It's gonna be exactly what I needed. Everything that works for me against you, and then protected with the inverted. A series of it that never lets you have it your way, no matter what you do or how you do it. Even inverted too. I know what I mean. Anyway, you see, I just protected myself. I just put layers of protection in front of what I did. You see what I mean? I did it, and then I put layers of protection because they like using inverted a lot. Inverted is something that they just spam over and over and over and fucking. I'm now protected by it. So everything they do will affect them now and not me. And I'm protected by uh, perfect inverted series of perfect inverteds. And no matter what they do, what comes at me, you see right there, that was something that tried to, it just went after them because it can't do anything to me. I'm protected right now by a layers of inverted energies. It's just like, I'm behind it. I'm here, but it's protecting me now, and I'm putting perfection. You see what I mean? Just like I told you earlier, like you could go into a room and not project your energies. They like to do stuff like that. I was about to go into other explanations before I went to that, but you see, I explained how when they try a trick that they never think that you would go and do something against or do what the trick calls for. You see what I mean? Like something like that. And I explained that, like how you do it and stuff. I explained that all the way to now. You see, and now I'm explaining how you could walk into a room and not have to project your energy if you don't want to. Well, why would you want to hide your intentions? You see what I mean? And you see the mental projection there, Silver Surfer. Like if Silver Surfer is working for them right now, like they like are using fictional characters. Silver Surfer, for example, from the Marvel movies or comic books and stuff like that. Right there, you see, like if the Silver Surfer is there doing stuff for them, like if it really is moving on its own, even though it's a cartoon character. Like if it's extracting my energy now. It's extracting my air. You see what I mean? So that's why I'm sounding a little bit off tone. So it's not even Silver Surfer doing it. It's just the perception notion, the fake notion of it working through spirits. Spirits. So it's the spiritual side having an effect on me, but not because they have effect on me. It's because I wanted to do stuff so that I could expose them. I'm allowing this to happen so that I could expose. Because imagine me exposing the enemy and they're not doing anything. See what I mean? So yeah, I was explaining to you how I'm God, and I said it inadvertently. I was just explaining how it was there, and I was just started telling you, like, I'm God, and that's why I know so much, and I know how to defend myself, and that's why I explained the enemy so accurately and straight to the point, directly, straight to the point. My back's starting to have a little bit of weakness, so I may cut this video down early, soon, because I feel my back is already starting to give me that sensation. Let me see, was it them who did it? Yeah, so they did it inadvertently. Like if my back is strong inadvertently. They do that shit a lot too. Like my back is strong inadvertently. And inadvertently meaning is weak. You see what I mean? But they don't say it. They just mean it. And his back is strong inadvertently. And nothing is supposed to happen when they say it because they're liars and deceivers, and lies don't do anything on their own. They don't have any nothing backing it. You see what I mean? Nothing supporting, nothing to propel it forward. It's just like you have, when you draw a cartoon, it's just there, it doesn't do anything unless you draw a series of it. You see what I mean? And what better way to do it than with a computer? You see what I mean? But it still, it don't do anything. It's just a computer of images and stuff like that. So what they do is they like playing with sensations and like illusions and stuff, but they don't really do they. It depends. I've gotten to the point where it was really affecting me, but it was because I was weak. My back was hurting me a lot. And I'm in a human body, like I told you, and I'm going through a lot. I just moved into the South. They was using the excuse that I owe so much money, and that's giving them some kind of like reason to have like validity. They come up with lies and stuff like that to try to like raise the level of validity that they don't have. You see what I mean? Anyways, so like yeah, You see how right I stopped my direction, my motion, the motion that I was having, the progression that I was having with my conversation, my explanations with you, to you. Um, so yeah, I'm not 100% right now, but I'm getting better, and so yeah, so like like I'm getting better. Before I moved into this house, they wasn't able to do what they're doing now. And like I told you, I allowed this so that I could expose them, because how would I be able to expose them if they're not doing anything? You see what I mean? I would just telling you things, oh, they're amongst us, and I would give you a perfect, accurate explanation of what they're like and what they're doing and the type of stuff they get into and stuff like that. But it's better for them to do what they do to me while on live videos and stuff like that, so I can show you what they're like. And I told you they did 9/11 together. You see that they projected. They just uh, fed me an idea that was there for me already. You see what I mean? Sometimes they like to make believe like if they're spying on me, and it sometimes they've managed to get a lot of information from me too. So it's not like they just bluffs and stuff like that. Like, so they just went and fed me an idea that was there already for me. So the idea is already there. They go and do like mental suggestions. This is one of the tricks that they came up with. They just come up with things, a lot of fucking bullshit and lies and bluffs and shit like that. And sometimes Freemasons and the network, like they do a lot of like intertwining tricks and shit like that, like sensations and shit like that. And because I've said things and I represent God here in human form, they've managed to twist my words out of context and come up with like like using my energy inadvertently, but not inadvertently. Like they just make believe like if yes, they like if they got some kind of like permission to do what they want to do, because I've said things, and they because usually when you speak the truth about their lies, it destroys their lives. There's nothing there to work with. But targeting me this long now, 2 years, targeting me, learning from me and stuff like that, stationary. I don't really go out too much. So they had a long time to learn about me, patterns, what time I go to sleep, what times I eat usually. They would know because they're paying attention to me. And it's just like I told you before, sometimes when you're paying attention to someone, you may know some stuff if you really pay attention. You see what I mean? You could just pay attention to someone that's not even aware that you're paying attention to them. And like if you're listening to your neighbors, how is there something going on? And you may know what's going on because you're paying attention. You see what I mean? They take it to the next level. Like if they have a robot that goes over there, they fucking go crazy with these explanations. And because I've said that, right, the robot that goes, I didn't say what it does or what it will do and stuff, what it can and cannot do. So they can't use it because I didn't go with these. But if I did explain in a certain type of way, you see how I'm sounding right there? Speech interruption. And you see the illusion that I just projected at you? Speech interruption is there because and now they're giving me a mental suggestion there. You see what I mean? Of something that was already there for me to talk about. And it goes away. You see, forgetful. Forget. They want me to forget now. You see how it works now? So while I'm over here explaining to you things, and if I say certain a certain type of way, they want to take my words out of context and act like they have validity and permission that I never gave them, because they're liars and deceivers. They gotta, use lies and deceptions. Gotta lie to themselves. And, oh yeah, you did say that. And it's because he said that, it must be true, and we're using it because and they go off like lies and deception. So they gotta like lie to themselves and stuff like that. Create lies for them to make believe like if they have permission to do what they want to do. You see what I mean? It goes wrong and down, like really south, when they start doing things without any permission, no validity. There was nobody there to, for them to work off. That's when it goes south. And they've been doing that a lot lately. So their punishment is beyond hell. There is no hell that can contain them by now, because their punishment is so extreme. I told you they do crazy shit. They do fucked up fucking crazy. I be watching YouTube videos, and if I see like a little kid, little girl, and stuff like that, they start making it seem like if I'm a pedophile, and like this, because I interact. I'm not a pedophile. I've never done that shit. I was. It could have sounded like that. I don't want you to think like that about me, because I'm not like that. Anyways, I never had sex with any little kid, anything like that. They gotta be like that, but not. And because I've been I've what you call it communicated with people through videos in different times, and I know how to do it because I'm about the truth. I know about that type of stuff. I could talk to you through videos in the past and stuff like that, and you would interact with what I'm saying because I know how to do it. They want to be able to do that too. So they started doing that to the effects that sometimes I watch a video, it could be a guy giving me his bag and he's just walking away, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, normal stuff, right? A little kid playing in the background, whatever, and they make it seem like if I'm a pedophile, and they go as far as going to those individuals sometimes, and people that I interact with come into my life, even just conversation where I'm explaining myself and commenting on Facebook or whatever the case is. And they go and tell him lies about, oh, he's a pedophile, he's a child rapist, he murdered a baby before. They say, and stuff that I'm saying right now, they may use in the future to add more hate. I told you they do hate for the amount of hate that they project. Sometimes is enough to make you feel excruciating sensations. Like, oh, you just fucking lose it and just want to go and kill. Like they deal with over the top hate. Like it's hate that it just feels like burnt, nothing there. Like that type of hate. And so sometimes when I'm explaining myself, watching a YouTube video and stuff like that, they make it seem like if I'm a pedophile, like if I'm looking at, like, they make it, they go off the hinges with these delusions and schizophrenic thoughts and lies and deceptions about me and stuff like that. So they go like for example, like they've managed to lie to cops, and they lie to individuals usually in ways that appeals to whoever they are. So they'll go like, because they're working with the feds and Freemasons. So they go and say things in certain types of ways to create like tricks, like if they have information and stuff like that, like if they have a thing that does things for them and stuff like that, right? And sometimes they would know things about people, right? And say things that appeal to those individuals depending on who they are, and how to go about saying things with them because they're a certain type of way. And they would say it doesn't always work. There's people that know exactly what's going on the moment before they even say it, like, oh, I don't even want to listen. And some people are gullible because not everyone is on the same level of comprehension. You see what I mean? So some people listen, some people don't. Some people are just ignorant, or they may be tired, whatever. There's a lot of instances. There's a lot of different scenarios that this could go. You see what I mean? Like, because there's people that's different. There's a lot of people are different. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's different. So they try to appeal to whoever they're going after. So sometimes I go to a restaurant, and before I go there, they already have mapped out the restaurant before I got there. So they go there and try to like set it up so that when I go there, people think that I'm the devil, and they go and tell people that I'm the devil. Don't be listening to him because he's the devil, and he'll say the truth right then and there loud, but he means the opposite, and he'll do it like inverted. They'll tell them what they be doing or they would do, but like if it was me doing it, you see what I mean? Lies and deceptions. Like they want people to hate me. They want people to come after me, but that's impossible because I project the truth. I project honesty. So I can tell you the truth right to your face, but they'll tell you, oh, be careful. Before I even meet you or talk to you sometimes, they'll go and tell you, oh yeah, he's a pedophile, you really or they'll tell them something that appeals to him, something that's hateful, or, it depends, you know what I'm saying? And because what I told you about the information about people, they'll probably start using that right now. And because I told you the truth, it shouldn't work for them. You see what I mean? But they go and act like if they could just make a gesture or say inverted and they could keep going. All of this is going to blow majestically in their faces one day. Even this, what I'm saying, they'll try to like analyze it because they analyze some of the things I say to try to stay ahead of me and stuff like that because they're devil worshippers. And so they'll try to like stop the majestic blow backlash in their faces from happening by saying stuff. They think that saying stuff is going to save them from the inevitable outcome that they created for themselves because they're hateful and they do hateful shit. They just deal with malice, extreme malice. Not necessarily all in your face all the time, but they deal with malice. A lot of it, most of it, if not, is behind closed doors or behind your backs or sometimes to your face. They not malice, but sometimes they do and say shit that you just know, hey, you're cryptic. They're say, or sometimes a lot of people go along with it and sympathize with them because they're too good, respectful. They don't know any better, whatever the case is. You see what I mean? So they may let it slide. Not me. Sometimes I know that if I get the hint that you're cryptic and shit like that, you're not saying it straight to the point. I'm gone. Like fuck you. I don't give a fuck about you. Nah, you're fucking cryptic. Like you're on that side. Even if you're not, like I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be straight up with me. When I speak, I tell you the truth right to your face. Sometimes I present myself from within, because I know how to do it too. You see what I mean? I could go there and tell people the truth about them telling lies to them before I get there. And then when I get there, people, oh, that's the guy right there. He told us what they would do. You see what I mean? So I know how to do it too. Because like I told you, I'm God. I'm supposed to know how to do that type of stuff. And I do that stuff they do, but I do it for good. So it's not what they do, is what I do. They want to be able to do what I do. They try to like mock me and copy me and do what I do inadvertently, but they can't because I'm God and they're not. You see what I mean? So because I represent God here in human form, in the flesh, in this body, me, Julio Romano, they target me to try to gain some type of like God level, because they're not God. They're fucking devil worshippers. So they're the lowest of the. So what they do is the lowest of the low. They can never go high, and I don't let them because they're the lowest of the low. They remain low. I don't let them go up above a certain threshold, a certain level. I was about to say level before threshold, but you see, that's my pain right now, acting up. So I'm about to go eat some grapes or something like certain nutritional or whatever, or a good meal. I haven't made up my mind yet. Probably grapes, yeah. And the enemy's right there spying on me. You see what I mean? Grapes. It's probably going for grapes. So he'll probably associate grapes with something else, but it's not gonna work. Their tricks only work because I allow it to work. And it's on some of it, not all of it. I only let them do certain things, and they've done things to me that I've just wanted to go and kill for. But I brought this on myself because I want to expose them. Now I'm feeling better, so my energy, confidence, and stuff like that has grown to the level where now I'm able to keep them even lower than before. Now I could just make them go away and not bother me now. Before it was just I was weak and I was in so much pain that they would just come and mess with me and gather info and intel and create tricks, and they created a lot of tricks against me. But I managed to now lower it to a minimum. And now it's to the point where now, if I don't want them to bother me, they don't. You see what I mean? And that's why I allowed them to do what they did through the duration of this live video. Like my neighbors stopped doing it, if you notice, you see what I mean? Because the level of truth I'm telling you is so direct and so high that they don't want to be affected and me ruin their fantasy, which I just did just now, all of them. And I just did just now because I said it, and it just happened. No matter if they were using inverted tactics or not, it did it anyways. Because the truth has no bounds. There is no lies or sensations that they could come up with, create, make believe, create, that could stop the truth from affecting them if I want them to be affected. You see what I mean? Because the truth is stronger than lies. What does the truth do to lies? Think about it. So yeah, the truth destroys liars and the lies and the liars. Um, God is the truth. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm exposing terrorists amongst us, occultic societies, Freemasons, the Illuminati. They're real societies. They're not like, you know, fucking conspiracy theories and shit like that. They're real. Like, I could show you proof. They're like within the government and stuff. Like Obama's a fucking Freemason. Most presidents in this country, United States of America, were or are Freemasons. So I could show you proof about this stuff. Go to my Facebook page. Ask me in the comment section if you want to check out my Facebook page. You'll see it all right there. Anyways, so what you call it? Stay tuned. Leave a like. Subscribe. And that's the mental projection showed what you saw and felt right there. Spread the word.